Okay, let's unpack this. You're a dedicated English learner, right? Aiming for fluency. But wow, there are so many resources out there. How do you find the right one?
It's a common problem, definitely.
So today we're doing a deep dive into your sources. We want to guide you through this world of English learning podcasts.
Yeah, the mission is really to cut through the noise, figure out what actually works for a beginner.
Exactly. And help you choose the best path to becoming, well-informed and confident in English.
And your sources are pretty clear that the best podcasts aren't just for listening passively. They're structured learning tools.
Right, that's a key point. So what makes them effective? What's really crucial for you as the learner?
Well, the research highlights three core things. First up, comprehensible input.
Comprehensible input. Okay, what does that mean in practice?
Think of it like an 80-20 rule. You should understand maybe 80% of what you're hearing.
Okay.
And that other 20%, that's the new stuff. New vocabulary, maybe some grammar points.
So it's challenging, but not overwhelming. Avoids that cognitive overload.
Exactly. That's how you really boost acquisition without getting, frustrated and quitting.
Makes sense. But just understanding isn't the whole story, is it? What else makes the learning stick?
That's the perfect question. Because the second crucial element your sources stress is contextual learning.
Contextual learning. So no more isolated vocabulary lists. We've all tried those.
Right. Forget those. The best podcasts give you language in, real day-to-day conversations.
Like discussing hobbies, ordering food, that kind of thing.
Precisely. Anchoring words to actual situations. It makes them so much easier to remember and, more importantly, to use.
Okay. Comprehensible input, contextual learning. And you said three things.
Yes. Third is long and deep explanations. Simply hearing a word, it's often not enough to really get it.
You need more depth.
You do.
Yeah.
The ideal podcast offers explicit instruction. That means clear definitions, sure, but also multiple examples, common collocations. Word partners like make a decision, not do a decision. That's a classic.
Yeah, important distinctions.
And even cultural context sometimes. Your sources really recommend looking for that depth.
Okay, so those three things, comprehensible input, context, and deep explanations, they're the foundation.
They are. And they lead us straight into your sources' top picks for beginners.
All right, let's hear them. Where should a true beginner start?
Well, the consensus seems to be the British Council's Learn English podcast. It's described as probably the most reliable starting point.
Okay, British Council. What makes it so good for A to B1 levels?
It's structured specifically for those levels, uses very common everyday situations, plus it's a whole ecosystem.
Ecosystem.
Yeah, completely free. You get full transcripts, exercises, and they even have a mobile app.
Oh, nice.
And the app has pitch control, so you can actually slow down the audio if you need to. Invaluable.
That is helpful. Okay, what if you're a bit more motivated? Maybe enjoy some humor.
Then Luke's English podcast comes highly recommended. Luke's an experienced teacher, but also a comedian.
So it's engaging.
Very. He really meticulously deconstructs language, provides those deep explanations we talked about.
Any examples?
Sure, like in his Sherlock Holmes episodes, he'll contrast a Victorian phrase like knocking up, meaning to wake someone.
Oh, right, that has a very different meaning now.
Exactly. Or he'll explain Shakespearean idioms like a sea change in a way that makes them stick. Really memorable.
Cool. And what about North American English?
For that, check out Culip's Everyday English podcast, specifically their Simplified Speech series.
Simplified speech.
Yeah, it's natural, unscripted chat, but delivered at a slightly slower, clearer pace. Great for building confidence with authentic dialogue that's still accessible.
Okay, those sound like three really solid core options. British Council, Luke's, and Culip's.
Definitely. But your sources also mention a kind of booster pack strategy for daily habits. Shorter listens.
Like quick hits.
Exactly. The BBC stuff is great here. 6-minute English for topical chats.
Right, I know that one.
And the English we speak that's super short, like under 3 minutes, just focuses on one current idiom or phrase.
Useful for staying current.
Very. And Espresso English is another good one for quick, focused lessons on tricky grammar or confusing words like see versus look versus watch.
Okay, good quick options.
Mm.
Now, there's often talk about all ears English. Where does that fit in, according to your sources?
Yeah, it's popular and high quality, no doubt. But the sources are quite clear. It's really for intermediate to advanced learners.
So not a starting point for beginners.
Definitely not.
Right.
For you, as a beginner, think of it as an aspirational goal, something to aim for. When you can listen to all ears English comfortably without frustration, That's a big milestone.
Got it. So it's great, but maybe later down the line.
Exactly. Manage expectations.
Okay, so we have these great resources, but just having them isn't enough, right? How do you actually learn from them?
Crucial point. You've got to move from passive listening to active learning. It's about engagement.
And your sources suggest a framework for this.
Yes, the 3-pass framework. Simple but effective. Listen to an episode 3 times.
3 times. Okay, how does that work?
Pass 1. Just listen. No transcript. Try to get the main idea, the gist. This builds your tolerance for ambiguity, understanding you won't catch every word.
Okay, first pass is for the big picture.
Right. Pass 2. Listen again with the transcript this time. Pause. Look up new words. Really try to understand the sentence structures. This is the detail pass.
Makes sense. Transcript helps fill the gaps.
And pass 3. This is shadowing. You listen and speak along with the audio, trying to mimic the pronunciation, the rhythm, the intonation.
So practicing the speaking part, getting the mouth muscles working.
Precisely. It really bridges the gap towards fluency.
Okay, 3 passes. What about vocabulary? Just looking words up isn't always enough.
True. Your sources emphasize the vocabulary acquisition cycle. When you find a new word, don't just jot down the word itself.
What there?
Write down the entire sentence where you found it. Context again.
Right, context is key.
Then, okay, you process the definition, look at examples, but the most critical step, the final step in the cycle, is to create something with that new word.
Create. You mean use it?
Actively use it, consciously.
Mhm.
Write a journal entry using it, maybe a short paragraph. Or even better, try to slip it into a spoken conversation.
Moving it from just understanding it passively to actually using it actively.
That's the goal. That's how you truly own the word.
Okay, and the final piece of advice seems to be about habit.
Absolutely fundamental. Build a sustainable habit. Consistency is so much more important than intensity.
So better to do a little bit every day than cram for hours once a week.
Way better. Aim for just 15, maybe 30 minutes daily. Find a routine, habit stack it, link your listening to something you already do.
Like during your commute or while having coffee.
Perfect examples. Make it automatic.
Right. So just imagine this. Your chosen podcast becoming like a personal language coach right there in your pocket.
It really can be. So the question for you is, what specific area of English are you most excited to tackle first? And how are you going to use that create step to really make the new language yours?